go across to Supriya Srinath because Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party have come out and said one of their guarantees is that there will be MSP, Nyay, for Kisan, and there will be MSP as recommended by the MS Swaminathan Committee Report. Now the problem here is, Supriya, that the MS Swaminathan Committee Report was first submitted in December 2004. You were in power at that time. The fifth and final report came in October 2006. You were in power till May 2014. In the 10 years that you were in power, you did not recommend the MS Swaminathan Committee Report. Now when you are not in power, is it an act of politics that you are saying if you were to come to power, you will recommend the reports, recommendations which you did not implement for the 10 years that you were actually in power?
Thanks for having me on the show, and please bear with me. I will be breaking into Hindi and in English because a lot of our panelists speak Hindi. मैं तो सबसे पहले यहाँ पर दो चीजों पे चर्चा करना चाहती हूँ राहुल जी। आपको चिंता है देश की अर्थव्यवस्था की, आपको चिंता है इतना बजट हो जाएगा खर्चा, लेकिन उससे पहले चर्चा कर लेते हैं आज हो क्या रहा है। What is it that the farmers want? They wanted to come to Delhi today to protest against their government, a democratically elected government. Why has Delhi been converted into a fortress? उनके रास्तों में कीलें बिछा दी गई, सीमेंट की चट्टाने, बोल्डर, बैरिकेड लगा दिए गए, आंसू बम के गोले फेंके जा रहे हैं उनके ऊपर। ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Why is this happening? Why is Delhi out of the reach as far as India's farmers is concerned? I think that's a very pertinent question that should be raised. किसानों के दिल्ली आने से सरकार क्यों आपत्ति कर रही है, क्यों घबरा रही है, क्यों दिल्ली की किलेबंदी कर दी गई है और किसानों को आतंकियों की तरह ढकेला जा रहा है? जिस तरह का फोर्ट्रेस पाकिस्तान चीन के बॉर्डर पे होना चाहिए था, वो दिल्ली, पंजाब, हरियाणा के बॉर्डर पे दिख रहा है। पहला इसमें आपत्ति बहुत बड़ी ये है, ये दिल्ली देश की राजधानी सिर्फ हुक्मरानों की नहीं, किसानों की भी है। I will answer the second question in just a bit, the one that you asked me straight, but I'm putting forward some facts because I heard the discussion for about 30 odd minutes now. You are obviously very perturbed about the fact that this is going to cost 11 lakh crore rupees. I have not heard many discussions on TV debates about 14.5 lakh crore rupees that have been written off for India's corporates between 2014 to 24. I have not heard 4.5 lakh crore hit that government of India has taken because of the corporate tax rates that have been slashed from 32% to 22% and zilch jobs have been created. The reality is that any MSP for the farmer should not be seen in isolation. This is going to put the virtuous cycle of consumption, investment, agri-growth back in focus. And just for the benefit of the viewers here, let me point out 3 or 4 things that this government has done. Is sarkar ne has consistently reduced the spend on agriculture as a percentage of the budget. It used to be close to 4.5%. It is down 2.6% right now. Consistently reduced spend on agriculture. The Standing Committee on Agriculture has stated in Parliament, no less, that the government did not use 1 lakh crore funds for agriculture and they were returned to the exchequer. Let's talk about MSP. A committee was set up, 750 farmers died. What has that committee come up with? And last but not the least, as the chairman of the working group on consumer affairs, then Gujarat Chief Minister, Mr. Modi said, no crop should be procured at below the MSP. Why is he not sticking to his own stance? And now to answer your question, it's a very good question that you asked me. And I do believe that the time for MSP is ripe right now. You have pointed out in several arguments, आपने लोगों को बोला कि MSP कितनी ऊपर हो गई। अरे 2014 से 24 के बीच में खेती करने का जो दाम था, जो कॉस्ट थी, वो कितनी ऊपर हो गई ये भी देखिए। Diesel in 2014 was 57 rupees a liter. It is at 90 rupees a liter right now. There is GST on pesticide, there is GST on fertilizer and on farming equipment.
No, but you aren't answering my question.
Earlier.
That
So
between December 26,
between
between October 2006, when the MS Swaminathan Committee Report was handed over to you, and April 2014, when you were in power, you had a good 8 years to implement the committee report, which you're saying you will do if you get a chance. Why didn't you do it when you had the chance?
Yeah. I am answering exactly that question. Because the cost of agriculture has gone up so steeply, agriculture is becoming non-remunerative.
No, but it was as difficult at that time. The MS Swaminathan Committee is a formula about...
You don't have to speak in between.
But you're not answering the question. It was always based on the cost at that time.
Ask your question.
The MS Swaminathan formula was always based on
You
the
ask the
cost of
question and then I
production
will
at
answer
that
it.
time, which has nothing to do with how the
You
cost
ask
of
the
inputs
question, then I
have
will
now
answer
gone
it.
up.
I
I'm
don't
saying in
want
the 8
anybody
years that you
speaking
were
to
in
me.
power, why did you not implement the committee report? That's what I'm asking you. Supriya Shinde.
It's as simple. The answer is very simple. What may have not been done then needs to be done now. We cannot keep making false promises to the farmers. You ended the farming stir. You took back the 3 black laws, anti-farmer laws, stating you were setting up a panel. What happened to that committee? Where is the MSP report of that committee? Why has the government not acted on it? And I am very touched and very perturbed by the kind of expense this is going to take. But 14.5 lakh crore written off for corporate India, raise no heckles. 4.5 lakh crore hit the government of India exchequer is taking because of corporate tax cuts, no hassle. जब भी फार्मर की बात होगी दिक्कत आ जाएगी. मेरा अपना मानना है that इस सरकार ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट को बोला कि हम स्वामीनाथन कमेटी लागू नहीं कर सकते हैं. इस सरकार ने राज्य सरकारों को चिट्ठी लिख के कहा अगर आप बोनस देंगे एमएसपी के ऊपर हम आपसे खरीद नहीं करेंगे. It tells you the real intention of this government. In states like Chhattisgarh, when we were in power, we ensured we gave more money to the farmers for procurement of paddy and whatever other crop was. And I think it may not have been done now. It needs to be done today, and which is why it's historic when we say we will pass an MSP law